Hey everyone. So some of you know that I've been on a 2-year Invisalign journey, and although those journeys never truly end, thanks to retainers, I no longer have to wear them every day. But what I did want to share with you was my discoveries during this 2-year journey of wearing these things on my teeth. So I originally did Invisalign because I did braces in high school because I wanted to set myself up for the future. So aligning my teeth for future health. Yes, for cosmetic reasons, but that was really truly secondary, is that I really wanted to position my teeth for alignment purposes. You know, I'm all about alignment. And what I discovered along the way was what I want to share with you today. So what I was experiencing that also helped me get on this journey of discovery was a lot of neck tension. Also in dance classes, I was having a hard time balancing. And my overall proprioception, my knowing of where I am in space, felt off. And I thought, well, maybe that's the way it is, but I had a hard time accepting that. So I went to my chiropractor here in Austin, shout out to Dr. Arthur Peterson, and he was the first person to say to me, well, of course you're feeling off. You've got these things on your teeth, and your mouth is responsible for so much information that we pick up in the world. And I thought, oh, okay. Then I went to Phoenix, Arizona. Shout out to Kinesphere and Dominica, another great resource in terms of body information. And she gave me a couple of exercises, which helped me out tremendously, and I'm going to share them with you right now. So the first exercise has a part one, part two. So part one is we want to assess our head rotation one direction than the other. So I'm going to put my hands on my shoulders so that I don't rotate my body, and I'm going to move my head one direction, and I'm going to notice how far that head goes. So noticing where on the wall I can see up to, and noticing where I might feel a little stuck. And then I'm going to bring my head back and I'm going to do the other side. So again, noticing just how far I can rotate my head in each direction. And now the fun part. I'm going to take my lower jaw and I'm going to move it from right to left. So it'll like wagging a tail, but wagging my jaw. So here it goes. And what I notice when I do this is I love to take a big deep breath in. And after I do that a little bit, I'm going to reassess both sides. Oh yeah. And noticing if I can go a little farther along that wall in each direction. And yes, without fail, it always works. So I love to do this first thing in the morning. I sit on the edge of my bed and give my little chin a wag in both directions and assessing my neck posture, my neck flexibility, right? First thing in the morning. So next exercise, fabulous, another great one. As I'm going to take my tongue and I'm going to send it in a circle inside my mouth in both directions. Now, this is without my Invisalign, just to be clear. So, going to take my tongue and stick it at 12 o'clock. In both directions. So checking that out for yourself in both directions. Now, the idea is, where were the spots, again, that were a little sticky or a little that you bypassed? And you're going to take your tongue and you're going to do a little bit of exploration and a little bit of poking in that direction, in that space where it was inside your mouth. So for me, it was a little bit over here. So I'm going to send my tongue up there. And then reassess. Circle in both directions again. And notice how you feel. Notice if there's a different sensation. So two fabulous exercises that have helped me along this journey. But then I also crawled down a rabbit hole. I went on the internet and said, what's the relationship of the tongue to the rest of the body? And of course, how would I be surprised that the tongue is related to the rest of the body in so many ways? And what I discovered was amazing. The tongue has a relationship to your posture, your balance, and your gait. Those are all my buzzwords, people. You know that. Also, the tongue, they discovered had instrumental play in your lower limbs, in certain exercises, and with muscle strength of the thigh muscle. Fascinating. I also discovered that, yes, the tongue has a relationship to all of the systems in your body. So heart, so that cardiovascular system, renal, respiratory, had everything to do with blood pressure, TMJ, sleep apnea, and I think there was one more, but fascinating. So all the systems of the body can be influenced by this tongue. Who knew? The tongue, this big muscle that's inside your mouth that most of us know is responsible for chewing, eating, speaking, articulating, but has so much more to do with the rest of your system. And yes, of course, it's connected to the balance and posturing mechanisms of your head. Thus, that chin wag was totally useful. And of course, it helped to alleviate this tension that I had here. It is also, just a couple of other cool tidbits, also the back of the tongue is involved with respiration and respiratory activities, and the front of the tongue is for non-breathing activities. Also, normal resting state of the tongue is on the roof of the mouth. So the roof of the mouth with your tongue just in the back of the front teeth. So just check that out right now. Yeah. But they also discovered that your tongue has a relationship to your change in mood or emotional state. So that would be interesting to notice, that if you are going through something, notice where your tongue is, and that might actually tell you what else is going on, that there might be something for you to notice or to release or to speak about. I also found it truly fascinating that they did a lot of studies with vision and with people who already had postural impairments. And they discovered that the tongue had a lot to do with fixing those and actually making changes in those systems through the tongue. So unbelievable, my friends. I was so excited to read about this and to know that my Invisalign journey and my lack of balance and my problems breathing in the pool weren't just related to me, but that they were related to what was going on with Invisalign. So I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Leave me your comments, drop them in. I'll also put a link to the study that I found so that you can do a little poking around on your own. And let me know, have you had a journey with Invisalign? Have you had a journey where you've noticed that something going on in your mouth has related to some other part of your body, impacted some other part of your body? I would love to hear what's going on. Thanks so much. Let me know.